welcome, everybody.
Well, it's officially here. Yeah. Week 1.
Yeah.
2 months. And now the Christmas the rest of the week. Weather delays in Philly. Chargers get the win in Brazil, and I'll just start right now. Ow!
Yeah, you night out that.
Although I'm not going to be happy. Well, I mean, one thing I saw, which really hasn't been for Justin Herbert, is in big-time games, he really showed his poise last night and got big first downs when the Chargers needed to, and thus the Chargers eke out the 6-point win, 27-21. And hi, Dub, Mizzle, and Chris here, about to give our picks for Week 1 as interesting stuff going down. The Cowboys played very well, but unfortunately for the Cowboys, it was the time they had to settle for a field goal, kissing their sister, and the Eagles score, and that really was the difference of the game, and some dropsies and fumbles. And we're going to break this down real quick and also give our picks. But, gentlemen, how's your Saturday evening going?
Go ahead, Chris. You can start off.
I was nursing a hangover earlier, but I'm all right now.
Beautiful.
Just got to be honest. Was out playing on Fremont last night, so me and the wife.
Nice. Well, as for me, just chill. Went and watched Junior play football, and the Fairfield Falcons got their asses handed to them 39-0.
Oh,
yeah. So other than that, I just been today is my mother-in-law's birthday, so we took her to Red Lobster and got full as hell. And the seafood boil, pretty good. So I'm just ready to talk some ish with others.
Okay, you guys there. That's what I'm about ready to do. Have some fun with it.
Exactly.
Well, I mean, let's get into it. Eagles survived the Cowboys 24-20, although the Cowboys offensively played some very, very good football, but unfortunately had to settle for the field goal to put them up by 3, and then the Eagles went down there and scored, and thus really that was the difference in the game. And, of course, a couple of dropses from one Cedarius Lamb, who talked about wanting to get paid, gets paid, but does the one thing you're supposed to do as a wide receiver, which is catch the football. But I will say.
But he got paid last year.
Well, he definitely forgot how to catch the ball. But one thing I will say, and as great as Vic Fangio is as a defensive coordinator, I don't care who you are, it is very tough to try to replace 10 defensive starters from last year's team, and then your main defensive guy who does a Bush League move in Jalen Carter, who, yes, he is a Georgia Bulldog. I love my dogs, but Jalen Carter, what the hell, man?
Well, something must be in the water because we had a Florida Gator do the exact same thing today and get thrown out of the game. So obviously the kids are watching.
Did anybody ever learn from Romanowski and J.J. Stokes?
Apparently not.
And that was on Monday Night Football, if I'm correct.
Yeah, the night Jerry Rice, the night Joe Montana got his jersey retired was the night that it happened. You are correct.
Amazing.
But the Cowboys played a lot better than I thought they were.
Agreed.
They came out and gave them a good run for their money. But, at the end, they just couldn't, hold it together.
You know what? I disagree. Even though I'm a Cowboys fan, I disagree about the holding it together because in reality, CeeDee Lamb dropped the proverbial win because if he catches that bomb that Dak threw that put him right in his hands, if he catches that, we're having a completely different discussion right now about how the Cowboys upset Philly.
Yeah. Well, you can't blame
that. Don't forget, Vegas made Philly an 8.5-point favorite.
Damn. We can't blame Dak. Dak was out there performing scrambling, getting out of tackles, creating. I know CD Lamb had 7 catches, but they're going to talk about the 4 that he dropped. Going to be the top.
Not just that. Javonte Williams ran the ball effectively. Miles Sanders ran the ball effectively. Almost took one to the house, but unfortunately,
Yeah, his slow ass. He looked like he was pulling the 53-foot trailer behind him when he was trying to run for that touchdown.
Had some molasses in your feet, huh?
But I really think the turning point was really the fumble, which caused the Cowboys not to get any points on that drive because, I think 2 plays later, they fumbled the ball, and really, that was the be-all to end-all for the Cowboys in their attempt to try to get one up in the division. But, I mean, you really can't take more losses, but, I mean, one thing's for sure. The weather delay helped out both defenses because there was only 3 points scored in the second half.
Facts.
True, but the weather delay came at 4:44 left to go in the third quarter. So I don't know that I would say the weather delay helped the defenses. I just think that both teams made really, really good adjustments at halftime.
I can go with that as well, too.
And when you looked at the difference, I mean, the thing that was kind of very apparent to me watching the game was the difference in the Cowboys' ability to stop the run. With Kenny coming over from Green Bay, you saw his presence and felt his presence almost immediately.
Yes.
And the thing about it is that I liked about it was that you had a situation where Barkley had 62 yards rushing. Jalen Hurts had 66. So in reality, it was a Jalen Hurts show because when you looked at the overall, Jalen scored 2 rushing touchdowns.
Mm-hmm.
And in reality, looking back at that on those runs, the Cowboys the secondary were in man coverage, so they had their backs turned. So that way it was an easy touchdown for them. But key to this, and I want you guys to think about this, there was an argument that we had on this show a while, actually before the season started, and JP decided that he was going to argue with me about Devontae and Pickens. Now, do you guys know how many catches A.J. Brown and Devontae had in the game?
Combined 2, if that.
I'm gonna say not. I'm gonna say not much, if any.
Well, I'm gonna say a combined of 2, possibly.
I believe it was either 2 or 3 catches, and that was it.
Yeah,
that was it.
Absolutely.
So in reality, the Eagles had no passing offense to speak of in that game. And realistically speaking, when you have Deron Bland and the one player that the Cowboys are mad at all off season because he wasn't working out at the facility in Trayvon Diggs, let me tell you, Trayvon Diggs showed up big time.
He's a stud.
Big time. And when you have Brown, the only catch Brown had was against Elam in that game. So it is something to be said that these guys were ready to play. And I gotta take my hat off to Shoddy because he had this team ready to play. And the other thing that I didn't see from the Cowboys, which you usually see from the Cowboys, they are one of the most penalized teams in the NFL. And I think they had 3 penalties all night long. That was it. Very, very disciplined team.
Yeah,
I like what I'm seeing from them, and I think the only thing that we'll see is that the defense and the rush will get better because that defensive line needs time to gel, just like the offensive lines need time to gel. And once they do, it could be scary.
All right, well, switching things to the wonderful country of Brazil, and I've been saying that this is the year to where all those runs by the Chiefs might take its toll. And already, the Chiefs are now down another receiver as Xavier Worthy ran into his own teammate, hurt his shoulder, did not return, and already no Rashee Weiss. It's almost name tags of who the wide receivers are for the Chiefs, but at the end of the day, tremendous poise by Justin Herbert. Mr. Hampton showing why he was worthy of being a high-round draft pick out of North Carolina, ran the ball effectively. And Keenan Allen, in his return to Inglewood, found the end zone as the Chargers, or as Mizzle like to say, the bullshit 2 pieces of shit game, to where he wishes the game ended in a tie, but it was the Chargers getting the win by 6, 27-21. For most of the first half, I don't want to say that Kermit the Frog looked confused, but there might have been a little bit of frustration in his face as the Chiefs' offense could not get anything going at all.
Well,
Not wrong.
from the now keep in mind, like I told you guys, I was out yesterday with the wife. We went and had dinner, but from what I saw in the game, and I was going to rewatch it tomorrow morning before the regular games begin. from what I saw, I just saw a very sloppy Kansas City Chiefs team,
I
and
agree.
that's being nice. That's
Yeah.
being nice. They looked like absolute crap on offense and defense to start that game. I know it was raining. I know that's always going to be a little bit of a thing, but not for wide receivers for sure. The gloves that they wear nowadays when they're wet actually are even tackier
Yeah.
than if they're dry. So that you can't use that as an excuse. And realistically, what I saw were just really sloppy plays. The Kansas City Chiefs have a lot to clean up before they play next week.
I agree. Well, I didn't care who won this game, but it clearly shows that Justin Herbert missed Keenan Allen a lot,
Yes.
and it looked like they never left each other. I mean,
No.
how do you forget about Keenan Allen? Like, really? And Lat McConkey had a good game too.
Well, he's going to be the one that benefits the most from having Allen back in that lineup is Lat McConkey.
Yeah. So both teams, but it was a hell of a game. It was good. It was good.
Yeah, I thought the Chargers defense played very well in the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that Kansas City made some good adjustments at halftime.
Yep. I agree.
Again, from what I watched, and I think that it's again what we were saying is before we started, and that is this is preseason. This is I know that it's the beginning of the season, but this is preseason. The great thing about it is you've got those 4 teams now that are going to have a extended break before they play next week, and I can exactly, and I can see all 4 of these teams really showing up and playing pretty damn good next weekend.
Yeah.
Because from what I saw in Kansas City, it's like they caught their stride at the end. The Cowboys were in their stride. Their defense caught fire in the second half. So did the Eagles. So I mean, we'll see how this all breaks down. I mean, we can look at it as that preseason game number 1, and there's some 0-1 teams and some 1-0 teams right now. That's not going to. I don't think that's going to come and play out near the end of the season.
As all 3 of us should know this, and if I'm wrong, you guys can correct me. The season doesn't really start off until week 3.
Correct.
Week 3 is
Would
where
agree.
it should be where you got your Knicks out. You played 2 games. 1 was preseason. Now we have week 2 to work some stuff out. By week 3, week 4, that's when the season's going to kick in, and we're going to get some good quality football, especially for these teams that are real good.
Yeah. I think. Go ahead, Dub. Sorry.
I'm just saying, as the old cliche goes, normally in the early part of the season, the defenses have all the advantage, and thus week 3, the offense is supposed to get in here, and then by week 4, you're supposed to know your playbook. But
Exactly.
time will tell, as we will see.
Oh, I agree.
Well, and I hate to steal something from the talking heads, but I know that trying to remember who it was that was talking about it this week. Might have been Brant, but anyway, on Good Morning Football, one of the things that he said was the first week of the season is the liar, and he proved it by week 1 in the past on teams that blew out other teams. Oh, they're for real, and then they wind up. That was 1 of 4 wins that they had, or 1 of 3 wins that they had. So, and the opposite, teams that have lost. Okay, well, they lost, and okay, that's what they are. No, further in the season, they wind up making the playoffs. A couple have gone to the Super Bowl. I could think of the Cowboys in the '90s starting 0-2, and making the Super Bowl and playing against a team that beat them during the season. So it's those situations you just don't know. And I agree. Week 1 is a liar. You don't know what's going to happen. And week 2 will get a little bit deeper. And I agree with you, Miz, 100% by week 3. What you see now out of the teams is real.
Yep. Agreed. All right. Are we ready to get into our round robin of week 1 picks?
Well, let's just say right now,
I am almost to the house.
Miz and I are 1-1. Dub is 2-0. Congratulations so far on the picks.
Hey.
I'm not going to be happy about a half game lead. That's that. Please.
Hey, any lead is a good thing, man.
You're not wrong.
So wait, you say you're on your way home, Dub?
No, I said I'm near the church house is what I meant to say. I'm sorry.
Okay. So yeah, well, let's get these. You got this.
Let's
you
get
need
the
us
picks
to
rolling
pull
then.
up, or you got it.
Well, let's start with one of the games of the day. Lions going to Green Bay to take on the Packers.
You had to start with that one.
Well, it's the first game that came to my mind. Or I could have gone Raiders Patriots.
I'm going. Well, if that's the first game, I'm going with. I'm gonna take Green Bay.
Yeah, I'm taking Green Bay too. Maybe by 3. Maybe last.
I'm gonna say Packers by. You took the words right out of my mouth. I say Mason Crosby sends the Lambeau into big leaps. I like Green Bay as well.
Yeah, that home opener too. You know it's gonna be crazy.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Well, and you know they're just gonna set Micah Parsons loose. So.
Well, rumor is he's not gonna be fully playing the whole game. They're gonna put him in his spurt.
He's gonna be on a snap count for sure.
Oh, for sure. I mean, I know about his back, but still, when he's going to be playing on passing downs and obvious passing downs.
Yes.
So and just for
third.
Yeah, and just for the cheap seats, Mike Parsons does not play the run very well at all, and coaches will tell you, you want to take advantage of him, run directly at him. So. That's why I think he will be playing obvious passing downs more so than anything.
Mm-hmm.
Since I already mentioned it, the Pete Carroll era begins in Foxborough against the Patriots. The Mike Vrabel.
You two picking. You already know who I'm picking.
Well, I'm picking the Raiders as well because the Patriots are in disarray. I don't care what anybody says. They're in disarray. But I think Mr. Genty, that's true too. I think Ashton Genty finds the end zone, and I just think too much Brock Bowers is going to be a problem for that Patriots defense.
This is the one that I will not go against you guys. I think that the Raiders are going to win this game as well. It did kind of hurt my feelings to see Amari Cooper bow out before the season started. Don't know him personally, so I don't know the exact reason.
See, I'll tell you this before we go to the next game. I thought he was retired because there was an article out saying that he did retire. So when he signed with the Raiders, I was like, what? I thought he was retired because he wasn't taking visits or nothing.
No, I think he was trying to make up his mind whether or not he truly wanted to play again. And I think that's what it comes down to. And he just did not have it in him to want to play again. So that's why he retired.
And much respect to him for clearing the rock spot for somebody that deserves it. He didn't know I don't have it in me. Thank you for the opportunity. Sweet.
Yep.
That's why his deal was so small, I believe. So yeah.
Well, and if he's not as the NFL things go, your contract for veterans become fully guaranteed after week 1. Yeah. After week 1. So they just put that money back into the bank and said, okay, we can use this for another player. Yeah. Personally, I just think with Geno Smith out there, and Geno has really matured as a player. Absolutely. I think that he is going to, if I'm not mistaken, he was voted as a captain on the team as well.
Tim Max
And-
Crosby and a kicker.
Yeah. But what I was getting at with that is he has become a leader more and more. And I really think that he is going to lead this team to victory on Sunday.
Well, thank you for those kind words, sir. Much appreciated.
Hey, gotta be real. It don't matter if I don't like the team. I'm not saying I don't, but I'm just saying it doesn't matter if I don't like the team. I got to be real about what I see.
Absolutely. Even I have
And
to
I
give.
think Genty. Oh, go ahead, man.
Oh, so even though I got to give credit to his piece of shit team as well, and talk about the other pieces of shit teams in my division. So I understand that.
Yeah. I just think Genty's he's gonna have in my eyes, and I'll say it now, and we could go back and look at this later. I think Genty is going to be the rookie offensive player of the year.
All right.
I agree.
2137, episode number 16, and I don't disagree with that either. I think the young man is going to be very, very productive and help out. Bearing health. I want to, don't want to put nothing on him, but
yeah, of course, and everything we talk about, even with these teams, it just depends on how healthy they stay throughout the season.
100%.
Yep.
Okay, so we all are agreement on both games. We
The
both
Raiders,
Packers and Raiders. So
yep.
Next up, Dub.
I don't have the schedule in front of me.
Here,
That's
I got
why-
it. I got it.
Dude, need me to
No, I
do
got
that.
you. I got you, brother.
All right.
That's why we do this, because we put this stuff together, and it's easy for all of us to jump on.
Absolutely.
So give me 2 secs. I just had it up. I'm just getting my phone back on.
Good. This is what happens when
So
things like this happen.
what's that?
I said this is why people watch us live, because things like this happen to where we got to.
Oh, live TV happens all the time.
Oh yeah. See, this is why when people say watching a reality show, it's like that's not reality. It's recorded and edited and then put for us to see. This is live.
Okay.
On the fly.
Yeah, this isn't Memorex.
No.
No.
All right. So the next game we can go to is the Buccaneers and Falcons.
Always an intriguing battle in the NFC South, but Michael Penix getting the keys to the car, but it's still the Buccaneers division to lose. I'm gonna ride the Bucky train of the Buccaneers.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna ride the back of Bucky Irvin and take the Buccaneers as well. I think Mike Evans. Mike Evans will have a hell of a game.
I can't go away from the Buccaneers. I think they are a very good team. It's going to be hard for me to say no to them. Plus, Irving happens to be one of my running backs, so I'm going. And funny enough, so is Genty.
Give me points, Bucky.
I got Genty.
Right?
You know what? Somebody in whatever I got like 6 freaking leagues, but somebody let me draft Brock Bowers and Genty back to back in 2 leagues.
Wow.
So,
Bowers was gone in the 3rd round with us, so couldn't do it. So Buccaneers and Falcons, we're all taking the Bucks.
Yes, we are.
Yep.
The next one up, I can tell you, all 3 of us are going to take one team on this one too. The Bengals and the Browns.
Yeah, right.
Bengals.
Hey, Debbie, are you going to go back and mark it in the sacred book?
Yes, I will.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'll watch it tonight when I get back in from doing my duties.
Bless you.
So I think we're all on the Bengals on that one.
100%.
Then here's the one that I think is going to could go either way, just because it's so early in the season. The Dolphins and the Colts.
Oh.
Now, I'm gonna preface this. I know it's my turn to pick first, so I will tell you, I'm going Dolphins because I do not trust Danny Nichols.
Oh, Fred
Who
Flintstone?
is the
No.
Colts starting quarterback. Don't trust him.
You know
If
what?
I have to pick out of the 2, I'm taking Tua.
Okay.
Right?
This is why this is why this show needed to be, because Chris verbatim, I was going to say exactly what you just said. Word for word. No lie. I already had it like But yes, I am gonna ride Tua because I just can't trust. Well, I still call him Danny Dimes just to piss people off. But I just don't.
I can't. He throws dimes to the wrong team too many times. So.
Exactly. That's why I call him Danny Dimes. So yeah, I think we're all gonna ride with the Fins on this one for sure.
Yep. So after that, we've got the Cardinals and the Saints.
Cardinals. I don't think the Saints have a quarterback.
The Saints have a quarterback, but unfortunately, he is Riddle, who I don't trust either.
Again, they don't have a quarterback.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go with the midget and go with the Cardinals, and I'm sure he'll be running around and trying to throw the ball downfield to Junior. So we'll see how that plays out.
The midget.
The midget. All right,
He is.
gentlemen. I just got to the house, so I'll just write down the rest of my picks, and then I will go back and write down what you guys pick for the rest of the show. Again, my apologies for this last minute crap, but I will say this: if you guys are down, since it is opening kickoff, we can come back tomorrow and do a week 1 red zone during the games if you guys are down with that.
Brother, I'm gonna be up at 10 o'clock in my New Jersey. Put a laptop.
I'm gonna be up. I got people coming over to watch games tomorrow.
Yes, yeah, dumbass. Just pucked me out last Wednesday on the air. Why don't you?
What happened?
No, Chris,
I outed him.
On the other side of the ball, Chris literally punked me out and said, "Doug, you're coming over." So I'm like, I'm just punk me on air. Why don't you?
I mean, I'm pretty sure about dude.
No, you just would have said, "Asshole, you're coming." I don't want to hear it. That's what you would have said. Tell me I'm wrong. So yes, we'll be fans. We'll be doing a red zone talking ish. I don't know which laptop we're gonna be on, but me and Chris will be on a screen somewhere with Mizzle talking about all the stuff going down in week 1.
Which special guest? 17 KD.
Oh, nephew's gonna join the show.
He's watching football with me tomorrow, so we're gonna be where we're at. So yes, he will be part of it.
Well, there you go.
Kick ass like y'all normally do. Love y'all, and I will go back tonight and write down all the picks.
You good? Good, brother. It's called life.
All right, love y'all.
Love you too.
Love you too, brother. We'll talk to you.
All right.
So
What we got?
as Dub exits the show, you and I both picked the Cardinals.
Yes.
Next up will be the Steelers and Jets.
Shit.
You're really thinking about this one, huh? I'm taking the Steelers. There ain't no question about it.
Is Aaron Rodgers playing against his former team? Justin Fields playing against his former team? I think, well, you know what? You're absolutely right. I don't even know why I thought long enough. The Steelers have a way better defense that can win the game by themselves without even the offense. So, yeah, Steelers.
And don't forget who they picked up in the offseason.
Exactly.
So, I mean, that speaks volumes on its own.
Yeah.
But when I think about the Steelers and the Jets, I also think about one thing for the Steelers, and that's DK Metcalf. So it's not like Aaron Rodgers is trying to do this by himself.
Absolutely. But I just think the Steelers defense might win it for them. Because remember, it's preseason, so Aaron Rodgers ain't been on the field with this offense.
No. But I think Aaron Rodgers did play for a series, and I could be wrong, during the preseason.
You know that's not enough for it, especially for him because he tore his ACL and he didn't really have he had that full season, but he ain't the Aaron Rodgers that he was. That
was he tore his Achilles.
Yes, okay, there we go. But I appreciate Aaron Rodgers going to the most toughest division when it comes to defense. Because every team in that conference has a defense. Even the Browns have a defense. They may not have an offense, but they got a front four. And,
it's true.
And Aaron Rodgers is going to be, if the Steelers ain't got their offensive line up to par, he will be running for his life like he did with the Jets.
Well, and I think the Steelers, they picked up some players for the offensive line. But I mean, like you said, we'll have to see what happens. I mean, I can't sit here and pretend like Aaron Rodgers is what he used to be because he's nowhere near it. But the thing about it is he's still a leader and he can still throw the ball.
Absolutely.
So I can't be too down on him.
Absolutely.
So next up we got who did you pick? I'm sorry.
Oh, I went the Steelers. Like I said, I think their defense is going to win it for them.
That's right. My bad.
Mm-hmm.
So next up we got the Jets and the Commanders, or excuse me, the Giants and the Commanders. Sorry, I read that's right above it, so I read that. Giants and Commanders. Now, what I can think of to say for the Giants look good in preseason, but that was preseason. Everybody's playing very vanilla. Nobody's showing anything that they're going to be doing. I don't, I think people read a little bit too much into the way the Giants played during that time. Malik Neighbors, I think, is he's nicked if up. I read correctly, he's a little nicked up, yeah. And what it comes down to is, are the Giants going to be able to? Because I think my humble opinion, Commanders' defense is nowhere near what it should be, especially with the defensive coordinator as their head coach. I think that they are susceptible to a lot of stuff, and passing is one of them. But if you're going to tell me Russell Wilson is going to come out here and be the Russ of old with the Giants, if he's not, it's Commanders all day.
Yeah, I got Commanders winning by 10.
First game of the season, I'm actually going to put that up at 14. Because I really don't think the Jets can. The Jets are not our Jets. I keep saying that. I don't think the Giants have enough offensively to keep up. So that's why I think that the Commanders are going to put it on them.
I don't disagree with that at all. I can see
just my thought.
Yeah.
Yep. So both of us pick Commanders there. This is going to be an interesting game. I don't know who's going to win this game right off the bat. I know who I'm favoring, but Panthers and Jags.
Holy moly!
And I'm going with the Jags on this because I think the Jags have something to prove.
Jacksonville?
Is it and it's in Jacksonville.
Well, okay.
Yep. And I'll while you're thinking about it, I'll say this. The reason why I think the Jags have something to prove this year. They were really bad last year. And I think that they were trying to put things together for this season. And they made some decent picks. They have some decent rookies, but I think they have a little chip on their shoulder. And I really, truly believe they have something to prove this season. And I especially think Sunshine has something to prove this season. So that's one of the reasons why I think he's going to be out there really trying to play his butt off for the Jags. So that's who I'm going with.
Okay. Now I'm just going to play a little devil's advocate to what you just said right there.
Yeah.
Right. Bryce Young got a lot to prove too, because last year everybody tried to write him off, and he had a strong finishing to the end of the season when he came back. Not saying I'm picking Carolina. I'm just going with it. And they do have a very, very smart head coach. I think his name is Canales, Dan Canales or something like that. He's pretty smart. And the Panthers have also built that offense as well. I mean, they get a good something Leggett. He's going to be pretty good. But I'm going to ride with the Jaguars because I think they're going to feature Travis Hunter a lot, so I can kind of figure that'll be in a factor. He'll make a couple of big plays to help them win. So, yeah, I think the Jaguars will take it. And I do agree with everything you said about Sunshine. He does have something to prove. Yeah.
Well, and the interesting part is Liam Cohen as the new the
He's no slouch
Jags.
either.
What's that?
I said he's no slouch either. He came from the Super Bowl champs, the Buccaneers, that year, I believe. I think he was on the OC when Tom Brady was there.
Yeah. So I mean, I think that if he is what I think he is as an offensive coordinator and his capabilities with the quarterback, that's why I think the Jags will probably have a better season this season than what they had last season.
Before we move on, little side
Mhm.
tech. Who's going to win more games as the first head coach? Cohen or Ben Johnson?
Can I at least wait until we see how these two teams play this weekend before I answer that? Yeah, I mean, right now it would be a shot in the dark because
that's what I'm asking.
you know,
That's what I'm
my
asking.
biggest. Okay, I will tell you this. I think that the Jags will actually win more games than the Bears because here let me say this, and this is something that I saw during the. You okay there, dear? As my wife almost falls over. There's in my eyes, this is just me, from what I saw during the preseason, the Bears. My concern with Caleb Williams is still the same. Is he ready to be a quarterback? Because he has shown that he can now read a defense and make that first read to throw the ball to the right receiver. The problem that I saw with him specifically in this offseason, I mean in the preseason, was when you made him go to a second read, he was in trouble. He was in big trouble. He did not know, and you could see it, the hesitation, the waiting, the sacks. A lot of it was from him not maybe understanding the offense, or maybe being a little confused by the defense. The fact of the matter is, I still don't trust Williams. Can he come along during this season? Yeah, I think he could. But you have a proven vet in Sunshine that I think is going to be a better quarterback this year. Moving forward, you could have Caleb Williams become a very good quarterback, but your quarterback, 9 times out of 10, your team goes as your quarterback does.
Absolutely.
So to answer your question the long way, Jags.
Okay. All right. We'll come back to that, though. We'll definitely come back.
Yeah.
I love the analogy, though. That's why I asked you the question, because I wanted your take, and you gave me what I wanted. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, you got it. So are you going with the Jags too, right?
Absolutely.
Okay. So this is going to be an interesting game. The next game that I have on here is the Titans and the Broncos. Now, the reason why I say it's going to be an interesting game, I'm picking the Broncos. I think the Broncos are going to win. I don't even think it's going to be that close of a game. The reason why I say it's an interesting game is because of all that was said and all that went around Cam coming out of college, right? Mature player for his age, a leader. He has all the intangibles. But watching him in preseason, he also had a lot of the rookie mistakes. And so I want to see how he's able to pull this all together and make it work. So for this, that's why I say the game's interesting, but I'm going with the Broncos.
But you wouldn't be shocked if he some ways pulls out a W, right?
Oh, he's not pulling out a W.
Oh, you wholeheartedly don't. Okay.
I think if there's
Mile High.
What's that?
Is the game in Mile High?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Yeah. As much as I hate to painfully to say this, I'm gonna have to go with the Broncos too, because his first time playing in Mile High. Yeah, I don't know if them lungs is gonna be good enough to take care of to play the full game.
Right.
Even vets have a hard time playing in Mile High. So that's
and the other side.
Oh, go ahead. Go.
Well, I was going to say the other side of this that I'm thinking about is the Broncos are going to have one of the better defenses in the league.
Agreed. That's why I picked them up.
So, yeah, that's exactly what I did too. But I think that in my eyes, anyway, when I'm sitting here thinking about it, it's Bo Nix's second season as a starting quarterback for the Broncos. He's
Good.
got some weapons around him this year. Sean Payton is not a slouch. A lot of people would like to say that he's this or that. He's not a slouch. He understands football better than most. And I think that he's going to have this team playing in the right direction. And so, in my eyes, I don't even think this game's going to be close. This, to me, is one of the games that has the most potential to get away from the other team. I think that the Broncos could wind up blowing out the Titans. I'm not saying it's going to happen. I say it potentially could, but I have a feeling that it could. It really could.
Well, as much as I hate to say it, I'm going to have to go ahead and pick the Broncos as well. I just think Bo Nix is going to have – a lot of people don't like Bo, but I'm like, Bo was good when he was at North Carolina. And he can make those throws. So, yeah, I'll definitely – this will be a good week one start to open up for Cam Ward. I think after this game, he'll probably be – I mean, he's going to be fine. But I think after he gets this out of his system, play a good defense, playing a condition that's not normally for football per se. But, yeah, I think the Broncos do win this game. I think the defense is going to pose their will. I think Sean Payton is going to know that he can just open up the playbook. So, yeah, I can see your blowout.
Well, I mean, and the thing about it is Bo Nix is a little bit older when he came out from Oregon. But at the same time, I just think that he understands the game, and I think Payton is a really good teacher for quarterbacks. So that's the other side of it. The reason why I think that the Broncos are probably going to be it's going to be a not a close game, but we'll see what the final score is.
Yeah.
Here's our boys' game: the 49ers and the Seahawks. Now, I will make no bones. I won't say anything bad. In everything that I've done up to this point, I have picked the Seahawks to win this game. And a couple of reasons why I picked the Seahawks to win this game. Who are the starting wide receivers for the Niners? Brandon Ayuk is not ready to come back. Jennings is there.
Ricky Pearsall, Juwan Jennings.
Mm-hmm.
He's not.
Don't even try it. Don't even try it. There. George Kittle is the
I know. I was just trying to, but yeah, all I know is Ricky Pearsall and Juwan Jennings.
And now we're hearing even more rattles about CMC not being able. He might not be able to play tomorrow.
He's limited in practice.
Yes, and with a calf injury, which is not good because if you
up in last season was his calf. We all saw it on TV.
No, that was. Did you say for
CMC?
No, that blow up on the calf. Don't forget was with the Jets, and that was Aaron Rodgers. We saw that calf.
CMC got hurt in the game. Well, I have local, so I can watch Niner games.
Oh, okay. So you got you.
Yeah, so I think that's the same thing that kind of happened when I told everybody, and you can look it up on any of the shows that I've been on talking football. I said Kyle Shanahan was going to run Christian McCaffrey to the ground, and he ran him.
I think that Christian McCaffrey's got a Achilles issues. And I think that that for running back is just bad news all the way around. So my humble opinion, Christian McCaffrey is a ticking time bomb right now. And the question that I have is, when is that time bomb going to go off? Because I don't see him finishing the season.
Well, Kyle does have another running back that they traded from the Commanders. Brian Robinson is not a slouch as a running back. He ran hard in Washington.
He's not a slouch, but I question his vision at times.
Agreed. I'm not gonna lie to you. I agree.
You see the potential, but you don't see the he doesn't have it there where it is down in and down out. He's not consistent. It's very it spikes. Hey, good play this play, bad play this play. It's like, dude, you need to string them together.
Well, I was just getting at that Kyle has a running back committee. He should not be running Christian McCaffrey to the ground.
No.
This is how the league is
No,
now coming. There's no more feature back. These offenses are now doing some still have that feature back, but more you're getting multiple running backs. It's run by committee.
I agree. So who do you got? You taking the Seahawks then?
Yes.
Okay. So we're both taking the Seahawks on that one.
So Dub would be Lone Wolf, and we already know who he's picking on that. We ain't even got a question.
Oh, yeah. Well, you know what? Dub's real, though, and I got to give it to him because he picked against his 49ers in the past.
He will pick against them very, very quick, just like I'll pick against my Raiders. If it's a game I'm a realist. Yeah, we're not going up there to play this game to win. It's just a little tough.
Yes.
But I'm a little more confident in him this year. Last year, I was like, ugh. This year, I have a little more confidence.
Yeah, well, you got a real quarterback, and you got a stud for a running back, and a hell of a tight end. So we'll see what happens. But the next game up for us is going to be an interesting game too, because it's going to be the Texans at the Rams. This game to me is another game that is going to be an interesting game to watch because Matthew Stafford is supposed to start this game, but we all know about his back issues and his injuries from the off season.
And so hit on a tackle or a drop.
Well, the thing about it is I don't know what his back problem was. So I'm not going to sit here and pretend because if it's a herniated disc, it's a different story. Correct. Now, if he was just having back tightness and they couldn't figure it out, that would also be different. I don't know. Hold on, let me see if I could find out what his back issue was.
And this game's in Houston?
No, in LA.
Inglewood? Okay.
Yep.
I'm just trying to think who has the better defense. Given that D'Amico Ryan is a defensive-minded head coach, they got that stud in Will Anderson, man. That kid's something else.
You know, the better of the two defensive lines, I've got to give it to the Rams. The Rams' defensive line is young, and their secondary is probably the place that I question the most. But I'm going to go with the home team. I think this is going to be one of the closer games of the day. There's two more that we have, but I think between the last three games that we're going to pick, this one and the next one we pick are going to be the two that I feel are going to be the closest and could come down to whoever has the ball last. I really think the Rams are trying to show their worth this season. And I'm, if Matthew Stafford can make it all season, I'm taking the Rams to go to the playoffs, not necessarily the Super Bowl, but I'm taking them to go to the playoffs. But I do think that the Rams are going to beat the Texans on Sunday.
Well, Devontae Adams is going to need Matthew Stafford to stay healthy because if Matthew Stafford goes down, it's Jimmy Garoppolo all over again.
Exactly.
And we know what he said on the Netflix special when Jimmy Garoppolo was the quarterback. He was with the Raiders. But here nor there with that, I am going to go with the Rams too because I think the Rams offense is going to pretty much they're going to be pretty good, especially like you said if Matthew Stafford is healthy. I think Blake Corum can have a good year given that Devontae Adams is there because now if Devontae is still Devontae, he's always going to demand a double team. You're not going to
and you got Puka Nacua out there too.
I was getting there. So now you just pick your poison. I think that's going to open up running lanes for Corum, and I think he's going to have a fantastic year as well. So, yeah, I'll pick the Rams on this one.
Yep. And here's the other one that I think is going to be a close game. And this is the Sunday night game, Ravens versus the Bills in Buffalo.
That's my AFC Championship game.
Mine too. I don't think Kansas City is got the wherewithal this year to do it again. We talked about it during our Super Bowl pick'em, and one of the things that was brought up at nauseum with that was the fact that Kansas City won a snotload of close games last season, and a lot of times when you do it one season, the next season it comes back to bite you, and we saw it on Friday. So, in my eyes, um, again, my second pick for a close game. I really think that this will be one, and it's probably one of the harder games for me to pick
Yeah,
because I'm like I've been bouncing back and forth,
yeah, I'm torn.
and I have picked the Ravens. I'm going to stick with the Ravens.
And this is in Orchard Park.
Yep.
I'm actually gonna pick the Bills.
Well, and I can't say I'm lone wolf in it because we don't know what our partner is going to do.
Absolutely, and he'll probably have the same feeling that we're feeling.
Yeah.
We both know what these teams are capable of.
It's a flip of the coin.
Exactly, but I'm trying to catch a game and pull away, not per se. So now it could bite me in the ass, and he picks the Bills, and the Bills lose. That helps you out,
Right? You never know. Never know. And the thing about it is, when it comes down to it, the reason why I picked the Ravens, I think they're the better defense.
I
And that's why I picked the Ravens. Because I mean,
100%.
when you could sit there and say that both offenses or both quarterbacks kind of nullify each other, when you can say both offenses are very good and can nullify each other, I got to go with the Ravens because one of the things that they can do and will do on Sunday is run the damn ball. And whether that be with Lamar Jackson or whether that be with King Henry, they're going to try to run the ball down the Bills' throat. And to me, that's probably the Bills' biggest weakness on defense is facing the run. So if they can chew some time off the clock and keep some drives going on the legs of Lamar Jackson and Henry, I think that's why I'm going to go. I'm leaning towards the Ravens. I think the Ravens are a better. I'm sorry, not better at the run game, but just more potent at the run game.
I don't disagree. I just think some way, somehow, Bills Mafia just is going to find a way to pull it out. It's like I said, this is a coin flip. I was leaning towards the Ravens, but then I'm like Orchard Park, Week 1. And that defense.
If there's
Patrick Queen is one hell of a linebacker.
Yes.
Don't get that. Patrick Queen is a beast, and Hamilton just got paid, so he's gonna be out there roaming the center field playing good. So I see it. I just think some way somehow that the Bills just find a way, because the Ravens find a way to be up, but find a way to always lose games between Week 1 and Week 2. I mean, it happened with my Raiders in Week 1. They should have beat my Raiders, but some way somehow Gardner Minshew pulled it out his ass. So.
But now I can say the same thing going the other way and say if there's ever a time that a team could go into Orchard Park and steal one from the Bills, it's Week 1. So that's why this game is going to be one that I'm watching, and I'm watching very closely.
Absolutely. But I think I'm gonna go with the Bills, and I think Bills Mafia find a way to pull the Bills through on this one.
We'll see. And then we got the Monday night game, which is not going to be a snoozer by any means, but it is going to tell us a lot about what these two teams can potentially be, and that is the Vikings at the Bears.
With two young quarterbacks.
Yeah, and the other side of this that's kind of bothering me a little bit for picking this game is I've got to pick the better of the two defenses. The reason why is we don't know what McCarthy's going to be because he missed all of last season with that injury. So, he's technically still a rookie because he didn't get a chance to play last year. Now, having Jefferson is always going to help you out coming into the league, and
DeAndre Swift,
being a quarterback.
DeAndre
What's
Swift,
that?
DeAndre Swift ain't a bad running back either.
No. So when we sit there and we look at these things, it's hard for me for this game specifically because you don't know what the offenses are going to be. We know that the Bears have a decent defense.
Mm-hmm.
However, Minnesota went out and made some moves at D tackle and a couple other defensive players that they brought in with big names that are going to be very, very tough. And so for me, especially because, like we said, in the beginning, usually defenses are a step ahead of the offense. The offense always takes a couple of weeks to start clicking. So I'm going to go with Minnesota on this one. Even though it's at Soldier Field, I'm going to go with Minnesota.
Yeah, I think Minnesota brings their defense, and they find a way to pull it out. It may not be McCarthy going to win the game. I think the Minnesota defense will do it. But yeah, I'm going to ride with the Vikings on this one too.
Yeah, I think it's going to be, I think we're in for some good football on Sunday, the exception of a few games.
Yes.
Believe it or not, as I was sitting here when we're picking, I'll go back up to the Bengals and Browns games. We always know the Bengals always take 4 to 5 weeks before they really get cooking. And so I started thinking about that game, and I'm like, damn, maybe that is, since we're talking about week 1 steals, maybe that is one of the games where the Browns actually steal one from the Bengals because of their notorious slow starts.
Are you on Wolf in that one, or are you sticking with your pick? Are you just?
No, I'm sticking with my pick. I'm sticking with the Bengals. I also think that it's also a situation where they're going to be their healthiest. And when I say they, I'm talking about T. Higgins. I'm talking about Jamar Chase. I'm talking about Burrows. This is the healthiest time they're going to have, right? Is week 1. And so if we're going to go out and they're going to blow a game, and they're going to blow it to a Browns team that still doesn't know who. I know they announced their starting quarterback. I know that it's going to be the old man. I know that, but at the same time, it's a situation where their defensive end for the Bengals just got paid. He's going to want to come out and show what he's made of. Mm-hmm. You've got a lot of guys that are going to be out there trying to make a name for themselves because they made the team. And we know the NFL stands for not for long. So you better continue to show your stuff.
Maybe.
What's that?
Oh, well, you said not for long. Jerry Glanville, coach of the Falcons back in the day.
Yes.
He said that. Just look up NFL films. You know what NFL is for? Not for long.
Not for long.
Calls like that.
Exactly. So it's one of those situations where this first week is just, you can see a lot of upsets, supposed upsets, right? Yeah. You can see a lot of teams that are trying to get an identity. You can see a time when there's going to be guys out there trying to make a name for themselves. Mm-hmm. Hopefully there won't be any more spitting incidences. I can't believe the first friggin' week of the pros and we have one, second week of college and we have one. Come on, fellas, you're supposed to be setting an example for the youth, and you're out there doing this stuff.
You waited all year long just to get in the game, dress up, and spit on somebody, knowing you're gonna get ejected. Knowing.
Well, you saw somebody in our, and I think you're in there too, on our fantasy league. Somebody put in there, you see me standing right here, like I wasn't going to see you. When Carter spit on Dak, it's like, come on, man. The referee's standing right there. He is watching the exchange between the two of you. This isn't one of those things of, oh, well, we saw the replay and he got away with it. No, man, he was standing right there.
His job before the game starts.
Yeah. And then somebody was trying to say, well, Dak spit in his direction. He spit on the ground. There's a big difference. And not to mention the player wasn't even close.
That was directed, and you clearly saw it was directed. That's it.
Yeah. And the whole thing started because Dak was sticking up for his rookie tackle. Because Carter was starting in on the rookie tackle for the Cowboys, and Dak was like, "Hey, why leave the rookie alone? Why you got to start in on my boy?" So it is what it is, man. These things happen. I get it. We see it in football from time to time. I wish they're trying to get it out of the game, which I think they should. Me personally, you can say that Carter, had a 1-game suspension for what he did, but in reality, I think that they should set precedents and suspend him for 2 more games. Just me.
Make an example. Make an example.
Yeah, exactly. And
say
we're not going to tolerate this.
Exactly.
Because that was the other thing they said, taunting, and we saw a couple of flags go back and forth for that as well. And I guess they were talking about that and said that the NFL was trying to, all off season on all of their stuff that they were doing. They were telling everybody, we're getting taunting out of the game. That's why CD Lamb can't do this anymore for first downs. That's why you can't do some of the stuff you used to be able to do. And I get it, man. But at the same time, I also see why NFL also stands for no fun league.
I mean, a player can't show emotion. That's part of the game.
Well, I guess what they're saying is you can show the emotion, you could do anything you want, but you can't do it standing over another player.
Oh, now I agree to that. Oh, now if they're going to call,
and that's what happened. That's what happened Thursday. You had a really good play by one of the by a defensive end for the Eagles on the Cowboys running back. He made a really good play, but then he had to stand over him, looking at him flexing. That's taunting. You're going to get a penalty flag for it every time. If you want to turn around to your teammates and flex, nobody's going to say a damn word.
Absolutely.
Nobody's going to say anything. Just be smart about what you're going to do. You could show the emotion. You could have the fun, but do it within the league rules. That's all they're saying.
Okay. So
nothing more, nothing less.
They're getting rid of the graze the nuts on your helmet rule, which I am all for. You should be standing over somebody. Get back to the fucking huddle or whatever you're doing, and just let's keep the game going. I agree.
Yeah, play the damn game.
You shouldn't be raw dogging nobody. Oh yeah, I agree.
Because I mean, look, they when you make a play on defense, you pick a pass, you grab a fumble. They allow you go run in the end zone, go flex in front of the cameras, go do your boys. They did a mock tush push when Sanders fumbled the ball. And nobody said a damn word. You didn't get a penalty flag for that. Go do your thing, but do it within the league rules. That's all they're saying.
Do it with grace, because that's all. To be technically, that is kind of taunting too, but they're letting you do that. But now, if you're standing over somebody doing that, it's disrespectful, and definitely got to hit you with the 15. So yeah, I agree to that.
Yeah.
Definitely
so, and the only thing that I wish, and I saw this. Yeah, I'm going to go back to the Cowboys game because I think that this is my humble opinion. Jaden Blue was an active scratch for the Cowboys. He didn't play in that game. Had it been Blue running the ball instead of Sanders running the ball, we wouldn't be talking about the fumble because Blue would have scored because that boy got 4.2 speed. I don't know what Sanders is running right now. But I can tell you right now, a linebacker wouldn't have caught him from behind. So, just saying, you ain't running him down.
Yeah, if he loose, you definitely ain't running him down.
Yeah, so that's the only thing that I was in my mind that I wanted to say earlier and I didn't. But I'm hoping that for next game, he's active because the speed that boy brings to the field, there's not a whole lot of people that has that kind of speed.
And you got to respect that speed, especially if they line him up at wide receiver as a decoy.
Oh, they bump him out. They do all kinds of things with him. And the thing about it is, like he said, he played wide receiver before going into college. And they even had him in the slot in college because of his route running ability.
That's what I was thinking.
So who you matching up with him if he bumps out? You ain't going to match up a linebacker with him because that linebacker is going to get eaten alive
off the line.
Yeah, but if you're sitting in the nickel,
Then you still getting killed.
You're still because you're expecting a run when he's in the backfield. So when they all of a sudden motion him out to wide receiver,
oh shit,
who's going with him but a linebacker?
Unless they move the safety.
And now he go eat that linebacker up,
and he's still gonna eat the safety though.
Yeah. And the other side of it, I didn't even think about it. So I think the Cowboys, and I think it was like 135 yards to 120 some odd yards, and that's between Barkley and Hurts as the two main rushers for the Eagles, compared to Williams and Sanders for the Cowboys. So it's going to be interesting moving forward, man. I'm digging my Cowboys. I liked what I saw. A lot of people had them written off, missing the playoffs. They're not going to be a good team. Let me tell you, I like what I see so far. But the thing that I like more than anything is the discipline, because not having the false starts, not having the jumping off sides. These guys, the coaches, I got my hats off to Shoddy. My hats off to the defensive coordinator, Matt Eberflus, the defensive line coach, and the offensive line coach. They have these guys on their P's and Q's. You didn't see a whole lot of BS. You saw a lot of toughness out of both lines. I guess Tyler Guyton might get penalized because of the hit that he had on the defensive end. If you have a chance to find that, go look at that.
I saw it.
I mean, that was old school. I can't think of his name right now. Not Preacher. What the hell was his name that played for the Vikings and like the head slap? That was an old head slap, and he damn near turned that damn. That dude's head. Deacon Jones.
No,
Deacon Jones.
The Rams.
That's right. He was for the Rams. Deacon Jones is who I'm thinking of, because Deacon Jones used to love the head slap. But that was an old school head slap.
And Chris Doman is who I was thinking about for the Vikings.
I got you. But I also watched a rookie handing out pancakes.
Oh,
like you were at Cracker Barrel. He was handing out pancakes. My boy was dropping people left and right. So I'm very excited for this offensive line. I'm very excited for what they were able to do. I want to see what happens next week when they play the Giants.
You guys should be on point with that. I'm glad that you looked at. See, that a lot of people wouldn't. They'll be already pissed off at their team, ready to write off that team. But you took that L, and you found something positive to look for into the next game. See, I'm not calling nobody not a fan, but that's what I call a fan. You got to take something out of it, and like we said earlier, season ain't kicking off to week 3, so it's still the starters. But you still took something out of that. Do I expect my Raiders to win tomorrow? Yes. But if they lose, I'm going to look at it like what was good in this game, especially if it was competitive like you guys played against the Eagles. Now, if it's a blowout, then I'm like, what the hell? So I like how you looked at your team in week 1.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, you going to the Super Bowl after week 1? No.
Oh.
So, you got to be out there.
No.
I mean, there's 17 games for a reason.
Yes.
And teams work up to where they need to be. Yeah. And I always talk about overreaction Mondays after the season opener. Always, because people are either really high on their squad or really low on their squad, depending on if they won or lost. And in reality, what you need to do is you need to take into consideration a few things. One, did they play at home or did they play away?
Absolutely.
2, if they lost, how much did they lose by?
Absolutely.
And who were they playing when they lost that game? Was it a division foe? Was it a within the not just the division, but was it in where was it AFC versus AFC, NFC versus NFC? What was it? Right?
Yeah.
Because that plays into it too. But the bigger thing that I always look at is how did your offense and defense look? Because we are going to see games on Sunday where defenses are going to look absolutely amazing, and the offense of that same team is going to be sloppy as hell, and vice versa.
Yeah.
It's just the way, the nature of the beast. You would have thought when watching the Cowboys play in the first half and both offenses just going up and down the field, you would have thought by the time that game got over, it was going to be 45-40, the way these two teams were playing. And, the Cowboys were taking shots down the field like nobody's business. And you had a lot of pass interference called on the defense. And I'm telling you, this is going to be a thing of the future for a lot of teams with two good receivers. You're going to see a lot of that because corners in this league are ruled out from doing a lot of things they used to be able to do. And it has favored the offense. So when there's some plays in there that some calls that I totally agreed with. Very few calls that I totally didn't agree with. I thought the Cowboys got away with some holding, but I also thought there were some egregious hold calls in the game that were totally missed, and on both teams. Don't get me wrong. The one that comes to mind, there's 2 runs by Jalen Hurts where I thought that their offensive linemen got away with some major holds. In other words, the defender was trying to disengage and run away from them, and all you see was bodies coming. Yeah, jerseys being resized, and that should tell you something right there when that happens. Yeah. So when your jersey's being resized, you have an argument. But I mean, like I said, we'll see what happens next week. I'm eager to see what happens tomorrow and Monday.
Yes.
And Sunday night, because I think that Sunday night game is going to be special. We'll see if one offense or another is in midseason form. I don't think so. But I also think that both of those defenses are going to be very interesting to watch.
Yes.
We'll see what happens, man. We'll see what happens.
It's really actually football Christmas Eve for us fans.
It is, and I'm like, got my YouTube NFL package. I got all my stuff ready to go, man. I'm just waiting for it to happen, bro. Just waiting for it to happen.
Be double TV in it tomorrow too. So.
Oh yeah, I got my TV in the living room, the one over my bar.
This is our time of the year, man. I mean, we love sports all throughout the year, but this is where.
This is where the rubber meets the road, man. Because I mean, what other sports has this many games every Sunday for you to watch? You know what I'm saying? So I mean, it's going to be fun.
College football, even college football gives us this. We get college football Thursday, Friday, Saturday. It's this time of year right now is beautiful.
And I forgot to check. I think UNLV waxed UCLA's ass today.
No shit. I'll probably check that out.
It was.
Let
me see. I'm gonna go look at the scoreboard for college and find out. Perfect. But I'm pretty sure that they blew them out. Because when I was watching it, it was going into halftime. It was 17-3.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah. See the top 20. It's top 25, but I'm trying to find the rest of the games. And if I'm not mistaken, Mountain West. Let's see what they got. And where is the game, fellas? No, it wasn't a blowout. 30-23. Okay. UNLV won.
Decent. Like that.
Yeah, not too shabby. But our boys really did a number on the now ranked Seminoles. They weren't coming into the season.
Which will move up because 12 lost, 13 lost, and we were 14.
I'm going down to it. Hold on.
He might be in the
12
top.
lost.
Yep,
12
12.
lost. You are correct. Mississippi State beat Arizona State 24-20.
On a
Florida lost to
second play.
South Florida 16-18.
Yep.
Florida State blew out East Texas A&M 77-3.
That's okay. Hey.
Oh, wait. Hold on. You got another one. Michigan lost to Oklahoma
Yes.
24-13.
Yes. We're in the top 10.
And SMU lost to Baylor 45-48.
We're definitely in the top 10. And for anybody that watches this and watches college football, I'm like, well, yeah, you guys played this, that, and T. Our first game was ranked against Alabama, a ranked game versus Alabama. And we put Alabama out. So this was picking up where they left off last week, playing Alabama. They were supposed
100%.
to do this. They were supposed to do this. So don't hate on the Seminoles about to be top 10 Seminoles. Hell, I'm thinking 10 or 9. Just how we got.
I'm going to look at it. I think we're going to wind up being. I'm looking at the teams now.
No lower than 8. No lower than 8.
Yeah, Ohio State stays where they're at. Penn State stays where they're at.
Yes.
LSU stays. Georgia stays. Miami stays. Oregon stays.
Yes.
Texas is at number 7. They won today. They're going to stay there. Clemson won. They're going to stay there. Number 10, South Carolina won today. They'll stay, probably move up to 9. I think that's where Florida State moves up to number 10.
I agree. And by some sneaky way, they make it to 8, which I don't. I'm thinking between the 9 and 10 area.
No, I think they're going to be 10. And then let me see, just curiosity, because I think they are off next weekend.
Oh, yep. I can see, yeah.
So let me check.
I don't think.
I've got the. I'm pulling up their schedule. Just Bleacher Report's slow today. So I'm looking at it because it's easier just to go to the individual schedule than everybody.
Absolutely.
Oh no! Oh hell no! What the? Yeah, they are off. Okay, they are off. It came up in a and I wasn't paying attention, so it came up a little bit higher, and it shows. It showed me that Miami was playing Florida State.
Oh, we're there. I want to say there.
But that's not the. No, that's not till October 4th.
Woo! I want to say they giving it to us that already. Normally they get that to the.
That's what I was thinking. So they are off next week.
Mm-hmm.
They come back and play Kent State in 2 weeks.
Be 3-0.
University of Virginia on the 26th, and then October 4th is when they have Miami. Which this is going to be a good year for them. They got Miami, they've got Clemson, and they've got Florida and North Carolina State.
Ooh.
That are all ranked teams.
So by the time we play Miami, we could be possibly what, 4-0, 3-1?
1, 2, 3, 4-0.
4-0.
Yep.
And if Miami stays the way they are staying, that game could be
two undefeated teams facing each other.
That can matter.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Big time.
Ooh.
Big time. And what you keep itching on your arm?
Oh, I got my. It's not a tattoo.
Oh, you got a new tattoo?
Yeah, I got my brother tatted on me.
You know, you're not supposed to scratch them.
No, I'm not scratching. I'm actually under it, around it. I'm not scratching.
Yeah, I was gonna say when I did my back tattoo, it didn't matter how much that thing itched. I couldn't touch it, so
no,
I can't scratch my back.
It's around the tattoo. No, I know. Yeah. It's starting to peel too. So
yeah, I gotta get some finishing things on mine. So that'll come.
Yeah, I got 3 more to get. It'll happen.
Just this one, but it's big enough to say I got 4, considering the size I am, and it's covering almost my whole back.
Woo. Well, I got 4 now. I'll probably be ending up with about 7, maybe 8 by the time I'm done.
Yeah, I think I might get 1 more, and that's it. Well, man, I think we'll call it because
We
since we're
covered.
gonna probably do a red zone next tomorrow,
Yeah. Oh,
we'll see how things go.
I'm a little kid right now because it's Christmas Eve, so I'm putting my butt to bed real soon so I can be nice,
Right?
napping, no sitting here watching the game doing one of these. No, full focus.
Yeah. Yep. I gotta clean up a little bit and fix a camera out back of the house. So I'll be up early tomorrow myself trying to get that shit done. So have a good night, brother. We'll see you mañana. Folks, thanks for joining us and hearing our picks. I will say this: you can bet on our picks, but I would do them as a pick 'em and not by the by whatever the point spread is, because we don't do point spreads on this show. It's a straight win loss. And if Mr. Franklin decides that he wants to listen and say, I can't listen to you guys because of your picks, I'm be like, man, come on, man. We're way over 500 as a group last year. Way over.
Yeah.
I think we're almost 70% correct, 70 or 80%.
We were like damn near like 71%, some stuff like that. Yeah.
It was high. It was high. So, Will, quit being high and saying that we can't pick. And we will see y'all next week. But thank you for joining us tonight. Next week, hopefully it'll be the three of us back on here. Yes. And I keep saying we gotta get a day, so that way we have more listeners. We gotta get a day picked out that we can do this.
I'm still working on that Monday through Friday, brother. Once I get that, the doors are open.
There you go. There you go. All right, my brother. Well, I will see you tomorrow. Good night to you, sir.
Thank you.
Good night to everybody on here. Enjoy Sunday football tomorrow.
Yes, indeed. Good night.
Can't wait. Can't wait.